Army operational doctrine has evolved over time, maintaining proven core principles while adapting to the threat environment and changes in U.S. policy. U.S. Army Operations Doctrine was first published in 1939 and traces its origins to the very beginnings of the Army at Valley Forge. In the 1970s, Army leaders worked to update the Vietnam-era Army into one prepared to face a Soviet threat, which required being ready to fight outnumbered and win at the tactical and operational levels. The 1973 Yom Kippur War provided insight to the modern battlefield, with lessons learned incorporated into the 1976 Operations Manual as active defense. Active defense was heavily debated within the Army and with our NATO allies. This dialogue was central to the Army updating the operational concept to deal with air-ground integration and how to address Soviet follow-on forces in the deep battle. The result was the Air-Land Battle Operational Concept, first published in Doctrine in 1982's Operational Manual FM 100-5. Training and experimentation in Western Europe and across the Army led to a refinement of the ideas, published in 1986 and updated again in 1993, drawing on our lessons learned during the 1991 Gulf War. Later updates to Operations Doctrine followed a similar path. A concept is developed to face a current or expected threat. This concept is subjected to training, experimentation, and other refinement, and the aspects that are ready for current employment are captured in Doctrine. The 2001, 2008, and 2012 Operations Doctrine addresses a multipolar world with violent extremist organizations as the Army's primary threat. Full-spectrum operations accounted for the operations that Army forces conducted outside the bounds of armed conflict, while unified land operations emphasized the integration and synchronization of all Army, Joint, and other unified action partners during operations. In the 2017 FM30, the Army maintained unified land operations but refocused on peer threats and the challenges of large-scale combat operations. 2022's FM30 continues this, while incorporating aspects of the multi-domain operations concept ready for employment, observations from Nagorno-Karabakh in Ukraine, and other developments and refinements over the past 5 years. Multi-domain operations will enable Army forces as part of a joint force to fight and win on land while defeating the enemy's integrated fires complex. Army Operations Doctrine will continue to evolve as we learn more about ourselves and new capabilities, the threats we face, and gain additional understanding of our operational environment.